Welcome back to the 16th episode of the Poverty Franchise Podcast. I'm Ethan.
I'm Khalil.
And I'm Frank.
Yo.
And today we're going to talk about the top 10 point guards going into next season, and then the DeAndre Ayton trade, I believe.
Signing.
Right?
Yeah, that's pretty much
signings. Signing. Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, Suns ain't gonna let him go for free.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Let's just start with the DeAndre Ayton thing because it's not gonna take too long. So pretty much, just to give context to it, the Pacers offered DeAndre Ayton 4-year, 122 or something like that.
Yeah.
Biggest, what's it called? It's like the biggest restricted free agent contract ever given out. And for like an hour or so, we thought DeAndre Ayton was going to the Pacers, and then an hour later, the Suns matched it. And now he's going to stay on the Suns, and I don't think he can be traded without his consent until January 15th next year.
Wait, without Suns' consent?
Without his consent. Like, they can't trade him until he's like, okay, I'm cool with being traded here. So it's pretty much like he has a no-trade clause for a year.
Right, but Phoenix can trade him whenever.
Yeah, well, obviously.
If he wants to.
Yeah, if he's cool with being traded.
As long as he agrees to it, then...
Right, but he will agree to it. He doesn't want to be in Phoenix.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But what were you guys'
if you don't want
on...
to be in Phoenix, then he could have just gone out.
Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts on the move by the Pacers to offer him that contract and the Suns' decision to match it? Because I personally was a fan of it. When I thought DeAndre Ayton was going to the Pacers for the hour or 30 minutes or whatever it was, I thought the Pacers were killing it because they killed the draft. They killed that trade to get Tyrese Halliburton, and now they got, DeAndre Ayton. So can't really complain.
Yeah.
I thought... Go ahead.
Was something I said messed up, Frank?
No. No, I think it's a good... I like the Pacers, how they did that. Obviously, Suns gotta get something back. Rumors are they want Miles Turner to go.
Yeah.
Maybe in another player, obviously, but DeAndre Ayton, he's young. He has good potential to be a better big than what we've seen.
Yeah, he's definitely like the best center you can really get right now. If we're being real.
Yeah, 100%. And he isn't completely like Rudy Gobert type. He can shoot. We saw him shooting mid ranges. Multiple times.
Bro,
I don't know what happened to Ethan, but we'll continue. But as you were saying about DeAndre Ayton, definitely a really good big. I mean, he averaged 20 and 10, 19 and 10.
Yeah, those are good numbers for any team.
For like a third option too. So.
Oh yeah.
So he definitely has much more potential, and I understand where he's coming from about like not wanting to be a third option. He's the number one pick in the draft, so obviously you don't want to be the third option. So I definitely think he has potential to be more than what he is. And with Chris Paul, kind of starting to slow down a little bit, we could definitely see him do that in Phoenix, hopefully, so he doesn't have to leave. I don't know where Ethan went. I didn't hear it, but...
He said he needed to charge his computer.
Oh, okay. So we can't even start the point guards thing without him.
No, it's fine. He'll get inside. But
tell us about your day, Frank. How you been, bro?
Man, today I did absolutely nothing. I woke up all tired, but I did drive to La Jolla. So my stepdad could pick something up from Best Buy.
How was the drive?
It was fine. But I had a hard time parking. I can't park. I can't park, man.
You can't like parallel park or like park normally, like parking space parking.
No, I just messed up because I didn't like curve out a bit so I can get to the parking spot. I took it like too sharp, right? So I had to keep backing out, and then car started honking at me because I was taking too long, and I just started freaking out. Like I forgot which way to turn my wheel. Oh,
yeah, no, that's
my mom went crazy.
Okay, so we're good on the DeAndre Ayton talk, right? Everyone got their points off.
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay, go ahead, Frank.
But what you're saying though, yeah, he could be a better option. I think he could be him as a good second option, with Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah,
I think that's a good pairing.
Yeah. It made sense for the Pacers to do it more than anyone else.
Yeah, they really they jump started this rebuild. Like pretty well.
Okay, let's get into the meat of the episode. Let's just talk about the point guards list. So just to clarify, if your favorite point guard is James Harden, he's not on this list because positionally we're going off of ESPN. This isn't career-wise. This is projections for next year and how good we think these point guards are going to be. And there's it's not only going to be play. There's some other things you have to consider with point guards. Injury risk, things like that. But yeah, 10 point guards, 2 honorable mentions for everyone, I think, because I had a third one, but they didn't end up being a point guard. But yeah, so Ethan, you want to start with your first honorable mention, and then we'll just follow off of you.
Sure.
So go ahead.
All right. So my first honorable mention is going to be Malcolm Brogdon on the Celtics. And pretty much, I don't know. I see him being like a little, he can make it to the top 10-ish. He can sneak in there because he's going to be in a better situation and he's going to actually play. And yeah, I think he'll benefit from being on the Celtics.
I can see Malcolm Brogdon as
Am I lagging?
mention. No, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's your mic, or not your mic, your audio or your visual. So if you want, you could turn off your camera and just talk. But I can hear you perfectly fine.
All right.
Yeah. But I could see Brogdon as an honorable mention. I think there's an argument for him being over my lowest honorable mention, and that's Ben Simmons. I know Ben Simmons isn't someone who's been playing lately, but like when Ben Simmons is playing, come on now. He's one of the best defenders in the league. He's a great playmaker, specifically in transition. He's also really good offensively. He just can't shoot the ball. So, I mean, he needs to start shooting the ball even if he misses. But still, I still think he's one of the better young players in the league. I don't know if you feel the same way, Frank, as a Sixers.
Man, dude, I forgot he existed.
Yeah, no, he's technically he's listed as a point guard.
No, that's sad because I have his jersey up on my wall, and I actually forgot that he exists, and I didn't. Yeah. That's a really good shot or really good choice because I put De'Aaron Fox as one of mine, and I think I do think Ben Simmons is better than De'Aaron Fox, but De'Aaron Fox, he's one of those players who's like on his own team sort of thing, like, but he's a good guard that will average. He'll have good numbers, I think, besides the 3-point percentage. Obviously.
Yeah, he's not the best.
But he had one good year.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's always value. Like if he was on a different team, he'd be very valuable.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my argument of why he's
an honorable mention.
An honorable mention of a point guard in our league.
Yeah. Okay, Ethan, you want to give us your second honorable mention? If you can hear me.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Give us your second honorable mention.
I can hear you. Okay, cool. Let's go with Tyrese Halliburton. Oh, I have 3. My fault. Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I have 3 honorable mentions. My second honorable mention though is Tyrese Halliburton.
That's a fair one.
He's on a rebuilding team. I think they can take a little jump start, I guess, using him. And yeah, if they would have landed DeAndre Ayton, it would have. I might even have him on my top 10 because I feel he's gonna do better with a legit like a big man like DeAndre Ayton, I guess.
Yeah, because like him and Sabonis are 2 different.
He's a lob threat. He can shoot.
Oh, I mean, him and Sabonis didn't play together. They got traded for one another, but
yeah,
I get what you mean.
But like, if he plays to a legit like a vertical big man who only plays like lob or like that type of role, I guess, I feel it could be like lethal. I guess it's gonna be similar how Chris Paul is with DeAndre Ayton or something,
And Tyrese Halliburton is one of the better young playmakers in the league. He be having games where he has like 15 assists, 12, 15 assists sometimes. Very rarely. Sometimes he passes the ball too much and you don't take enough shots. But like, he is a solid point guard. I think he's another person who makes sense to have as an honorable mention. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank, who's yours? I'll go last this time.
Okay. I put Tyrese Maxey on my list.
Is Tyrese Maxey listed as because James Harden is a shooting guard? So
James Harden is a shooting guard.
Okay.
So he must be, and yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he really. I mean, I didn't really, you didn't really see him much last season, but this is just like he's young. He gets points. He gets assists. He's athletic. He's playing on a contending team and can benefit. And he can play off ball somewhat. Like he can hit, catch and shoots. So he doesn't have to always have the ball. That's why him and James Harden can like work at the same time.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
That's valuable for a mention, I think.
My other honorable mention is LaMelo Ball. He's my other
Okay.
honorable mention. Really good playmaker, really good passer. Definitely, it was really, really close for me not putting him on this list. But he's definitely good. He's not an amazing shooter. He's definitely not an amazing defender. So I think he has some aspects of his game that he needs to work on. And the thing is, there's guys on my list who aren't amazing shooters or defenders. But the thing is, the other aspects of their games can make up for that. And LaMelo's normal just scoring, finishing ability doesn't make up for his lack of defense that much. But definitely a really good young point guard. He's very, very close to being top 10.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's
No, I agree with that.
excellent playmaker. Yeah, but the defense does lack.
Yeah. So we're at 10. None of us had any of the same honorable mentions, I don't think.
Player leave? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's true though. That's good that we held. all different
For
ones.
Oh,
my third
you did have a third
spot
one.
though, for my third little honorable mention spot, yeah, I had LaMelo Ball there.
Okay, cool. So we're on the same page with that.
Yeah, like he's borderline.
Very close. It's very, very close for him. Okay, so we all got honorable mentions.
Well, I want to name one more.
Oh, go ahead.
I put D'Lo on there.
Yeah, he's been a little inconsistent, but
He's inconsistent, but I mean, he's not a good defender.
yeah.
I
But when
think-
he's good, he's really, really good.
yeah, when he's good, at his best, he's really good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I do think LaMelo though, he's
Yeah.
younger, more talent. I think LaMelo is definitely more valuable. But
Mhm. So LaMelo is not on your list either.
well, LaMelo is not on my list. I didn't.
Okay, you just
I
forgot
didn't-
to put him in honorable mentions as well.
I didn't think about him. I didn't think about him or Ben. Those are good
Okay.
ones.
All right, so we are on to 10. I'll say my number 10 first, and then you guys can say yours. But my number 10 is Drew Holiday.
Ooh.
Drew Randall Holiday.
You got him as well?
Yeah,
Or Frank, who is yours?
Dude, I don't like your pick.
Like you also have Drew Holiday?
No, I put Darius Garland.
Okay. Okay.
oh, okay.
No, but go ahead and explain why
Okay.
you think Holiday.
I think he's just offensively, he's sometimes really inconsistent. That's the thing that had me put him lower. But honestly, defensively, he's probably the best defensive guard in the NBA. Like a true guard, because Ben Simmons is a guard technically, but true guard, I think he's a better defender than Marcus Smart, even though Marcus Smart did win Defensive Player of the Year. No, he's a proven veteran. He can shoot the three ball when he decides to show up. He's pretty efficient when he decides to show up, and then he's an average free throw shooter. But the defense is what takes it over the top for me. Not really his scoring, even though he's a solid scorer, but it's the defense for me.
Yeah.
I've honestly have
Dude's
Garland
averaged
higher on my
1.5
list.
steals for 5 years. Or not even like 6 years.
Yeah, he's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. And then his shooting percentage from threes improved every year. Shooting 41.1% last season. And his points were just always floating around that 15 to 20 area.
20 and lower.
Recently it's been
17.
yeah. But I really have him in my top 10 though, because of the defense. It stands out. He'll lock up their one option.
It's fair. What's
Okay.
your argument for Garland? Because I have him higher. So
Even higher. Yeah. I
Yeah, I have him higher as well.
I put Drew higher just because I think his defense is that valuable.
Mhm.
I have Darius. Yeah, I have Darius at this spot because I mean he took a big jump. He averaged 4 more points, 2.5 assists more than his previous year. I know maybe it doesn't seem like a lot, but he's an upcoming player. He has potential to do even better this year.
Mhm.
And we'll see what they do with Colin Sexton, but he gets a lot of opportunity because he's solidified himself as the best guard on the team, like
Yeah.
100%, right? So
Before Garland had his breakout, at least.
right, so I think he has the ball in his hands. He's their player right now. I think he's going to take a bigger step.
That's fair. That is fair. Drew Holiday's defense is really, really good. I just couldn't take myself to put him over anyone else.
Because of offensive purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But number 9,
Mhm.
someone else go first. Frank, you
All
go
right.
first, actually.
Okay, I put Chris Paul.
Okay.
He-
Who did you put? It's
Darius
close.
Garland.
Okay, I put Shea Gilgeous
Yeah.
Alexander. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, y'all gonna get mad at
So
me.
we're all in different directions. I'll start with mine. Shay's great. Shay's my
Mhm.
guy. Shay's my boy. On my list, I put like arrows for if they're closer to moving up than moving down. And honestly, Shay was really close to being put at number 10. I was gonna put Drew Holiday at number 9, but last second I was like, nah, Shay's got that. You know, Shay's a guy who can really score the basketball. He plays his own way. He plays with his own pace. Very shifty, a very good finisher. And then for like a month or so after All-Star break or before All-Star break, Shay was going crazy. He was averaging like 30. You know, I just don't know with the guys we drafted what his stats are going to look like. Because I know Chet's going to get some more touches. Josh Giddey's going to get more touches. Jalen Williams is going to get a lot of touches as well. So I don't know if his stats are going to look as good as they did this year, but I still think he's one of the best guards in the league. I think he's honestly severely underrated as far as like people, you know, talking about him and appreciating him. But I can see the other 2 guys you said as well.
Ethan, what you say?
You said Darius Garland.
You said
Garland?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had Chris Paul?
I had Chris Paul. I mean, he took a step back.
Yeah.
You know, I think that year. I mean, this is team success. It doesn't have something to do with him, but I think the year of the Phoenix Suns where they faced Milwaukee in the finals, that was their best chance
Yeah.
of him getting a ring, in my opinion. I mean, he's good. He's a high IQ player. You know, he can get you 16, 17 points now.
14. That's what he averaged this year. So it's
14.
yeah, he averaged
Wow.
14.
He averaged
Oh,
14.
bro, that's
14
even lower
and
than
10,
I thought.
but
Yeah, 14 and 10. I mean, that's assists are valuable, but you know, a lot
Wow.
of PGs can
get
get
10 assists.
yeah, or at least 7 or 8. You know,
Yeah.
and they give you a lot more scoring.
He averaged
Um,
1.9 steals too. So
Yeah, he's still a good defender, but you know,
Yeah,
he's like
He,
an inch taller than me though. So I don't know.
he flops too much. You know,
Yeah. What did
I think-
Patrick Beverly say about Chris Paul? He said he was a traffic cone.
traffic.
Yeah.
No, he is because I remember he was in the finals. Chris Paul was just standing there. Giannis was just like walking back, and he
Yeah.
just totally just fell and like because Giannis is so
he
big.
is
you
a
know?
criminal flopper.
Yeah.
Criminal flopper.
So that's why I put him there, and I think people above him are just either better scorers or you know.
Yeah. I mean,
Better
Chris Paul is
defenders.
not that much higher on my list. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
And then what's your thing with Garland, Ethan?
yeah, he's the same thing as. Did you wait? Which one of you guys had Garland for 10?
Frank did.
I had
Or
Garland.
didn't Frank? Okay. Yeah. Well, pretty much. I have Garland taking a. I think he's gonna do better next year. Like he already took that leap. I think he can, go above that and surpass that level, and hit that, like I guess elite status. Because, bro averaged 21 points per game, 8.6 assists, 1.3 steals, and well, what's funny?
Yeah, no, I
Am
agree
I
with you. Ethan.
lagging? I
Khalil,
know
no,
I'm lagging.
Khalil was just laughing.
Oh, bro, you were smiling, bro. I saw you smiling, bro.
Bro, maybe I'm just happy to be on the podcast. You ever
Oh.
think that?
Yeah, that's true. I would be happy to be on this podcast too.
No,
Um,
Ethan, valid points though.
Yeah.
I think we move on. Ethan, what's your 8?
CP0 rings.
Okay.
Bro, I can't tell if I lagged out.
No, you didn't
You're
lag
lagging
out.
out. If I lagged out.
It's your visual. It's your visual. Like
It's
it's
visual. It's
throwing me off.
The
Okay, he
Oh.
had Chris Paul. I
Oh.
have Chris Paul as well. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have Chris Paul here too. Who do you have?
I'm waiting for Ethan to get back.
Okay.
Why do you have Chris Paul though?
I mean, it's a lot of the same reasons you said. I think everyone over him offers something offensively that he doesn't, along with being a good playmaker. He's definitely taking a step back. We saw like in the last time we saw Chris Paul, he looked his age. In the last games of the Mavericks series, he did not look good for majority of that series.
Mhm.
And he's just getting older. He's older than LeBron, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to, at some point regress because he's not the athletic freak that LeBron is, and he's definitely more injury prone than a lot of players. He is, what age is he? He's 39 or 38. He's 37. He's gonna turn
37. Yeah.
38 next year. But yeah, he's 17 years in the league. You know, good career. He's averaging about. I was wrong. It's not 14. It's 15, but around the same amount.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he's as good offensively as other guys. And then his defense it's good, but like he's 6 foot. You can't really ask him to do too much. So that's why I have him at 8.
Yeah.
Ethan, you also had Chris Paul at 8, correct?
I agree with your point though.
Yeah.
All right. Who did you have?
Oh, I had Kyrie Irving. Yeah.
Oh, you had him that low?
Hey man, he's not available.
No, I know that. I had him higher than that though. Still.
Yeah, I moved him down 2 spots.
Oh, okay. I moved him
Like,
down 1.
Like, because he just doesn't when he's there playing. I mean, he's top 3.
Yeah.
He's great, but last year just wasn't it. Like, you rather have someone that plays the full year who averages 20
than someone who averages 27 who only plays like a quarter of the year.
Yeah, like that's not even worth it. And he's not a great defender. He's small, but I mean he's very skilled. He's just I don't see him with all the Nets drama that's going on. Unless it's all a smokescreen and all of that, and they're all just friends and they're all just gonna play all of a sudden the whole year. Which I don't know if that'll happen because I don't know if Kyrie wants to play. So we'll see. That's why I had him that low.
I feel like our lists are extremely similar. Like we have all of the same players in just slightly different orders. Because who was your one you just did before this, Ethan?
Darius Garland
Okay.
or Chris Paul? Which one?
The one before the one you just said. So number 9. Who was your number 9?
Darius Garland.
Okay. And then your 8 was Chris Paul. My 9 was Shea, and then my 8 was Chris Paul. And then your 9 was what, Frank?
My 9 was Paul.
Okay. See, so it's like a similar, idea.
I mean, that's expected.
Yeah. Number 7, though, I'll give you guys my number 7. I got Darius Garland at 7.
Ooh.
Okay.
I just think, a young playmaker like him, I just think the sky's the limit with that Cavs team. It's such a good team. And then Jared Allen doesn't require to have the ball in his hands too much. Of course, the Colin Sexton thing, you kind of look at it and you're like, okay, how is that going to work out? And hopefully they just have Colin Sexton come off the bench. He would be a great 6th man. He doesn't need a start to have an impact. So if they can have him come off the bench, I think it'd be fine. I don't know if they're going to do that, but if I were them, I would have Colin Sexton come off the bench. But what we saw from Darius Garland is like a more scoring version of Chris Paul. I mean, obviously they're not the same player. Chris Paul's been doing it for longer, so he has the IQ aspects. God. But anyways, the scoring of Darius Garland is what, brings him over Chris Paul for me. And I think Chris Paul is more on a decline. So I can see a world where Chris Paul is declining from what he was, whereas I see Darius Garland get better from where he is right now. So that's why I have Darius Garland. Who do you have, Frank?
I put Drew Holiday at the spot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that defense it's incredible. Like I watched that and I could be getting mad because he'd be going against my teams and I'm just like, there's nothing you can do about it. And even Kevin Durant says that he's like the hardest person he's had to match up against.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Durant is hard to match up against.
Yeah.
And Drew Holiday be giving him problems. That's crazy.
Right.
Like KD's like the most unguardable player of all time.
Oh, easily.
Damn near.
Yeah, unguardableness. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Besides the skyhook, but yeah, he's not even he's not a bad. I mean, I know he's inconsistent, like you mentioned. But he can still get his double digit teens. Like that's good. You get steals, defense. He's a point guard. He can dish out. He can do everything on the court.
Oh,
He's,
dang.
he's a
I
really
don't know
important part.
what
to that
you
Bucks
just did,
team.
Ethan, but it like drastically improved everything.
Okay. I just switched to my phone though.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
drastically improved everything. We can actually see you, like move at the time you move, and not like
Yeah.
10 seconds later. But who do you have at? We're at 7.
Yeah.
7. Okay,
Yeah.
I have Kyrie Irving at my 7 spot because as we mentioned earlier, availability is an option, and we don't know if he's going to be able to play or if he's even going to play. But if he does play, he's a killer. And as Frank mentioned earlier, he's kind of just there on defense. He's not the best, but he's not like a traffic cone,
Yeah.
But yeah, I have him
Just-
at 6.
Offensively, he's insane.
It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, for sure.
Most skilled player in the league. I think so.
But
Yeah.
If he's
He
playing.
honestly is probably like the first or second most skilled player of all time, for being real. It's like him and Allen Iverson that I can
Mhm.
really
Yeah, but Kyrie's better than Allen Iverson. I mean,
better. He's better than Allen Iverson. but
Skilled,
Allen
more
Iverson
skilled.
Allen Iverson was doing it at 5'10" though, so it's kind of like that takes another level of skill when you're that small.
yeah, you're right. You're right. He's a bit bigger. That's like the argument I make. Kind of like James Harden's skilled, but Kyrie is smaller.
More skilled.
And he's way more skilled anyway. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I did the first. I went first this time, so Ethan, you go first this time because we can actually like
all right.
see you.
I have Trae Young
At 6. Okay.
at 6. So he's gonna be working next to DeJounte Murray, so it's gonna like deflate his stats a little bit because they're gonna want DeJounte Murray to run the ball sometimes. Trae might also have to work off ball, which is I'm assuming what he's gonna have to do because it only makes sense. And I just feel like he's gonna do better, or he's not gonna be seen as a like negative on defense because they're gonna have DeJounte, hoping that cancels out, But the skill's clearly there. He averaged like 20 and 10 this season.
Not
right?
20 and 10, like damn near 30 and 10.
Right?
Like,
Yeah. Still, you know what I meant.
yeah.
He was getting his numbers, and then if I'm not wrong, he averaged the most assists in the league, right?
He was up there. I know he was definitely top 5.
Yeah. And he was pretty much an issue against the Heat. Well, before they had to implement their game plan of attacking him, which, it showed. The gravity that he draws only he can only do so much by himself. So I think he's at 6 because he's good.
His numbers are crazy. I'm looking at his numbers for the last 50 years, and they're honestly like super impressive. 30 points per game in 2019, 2020, 25 the next year, and then 28 this year. Like, dude has only been under a 20 point per game scorer once, and that was his rookie season, and he averaged 19 that year. So, I mean, he can put the ball in the basket.
Mhm.
And he's shooting
Extremely efficient too.
Yeah,
Shooting
decently
38
efficient.
from 3.
Yeah. But he's a high volume 3-point shooter. So I mean, obviously his efficiency is kind of going to be a little lower if you're not Steph Curry. But great from the free throw line. From the field, he's good. So like more efficient scorer. So I can see that. Frank, you want to go next or me?
No, you go.
Okay, we're at 6. I have Kyrie at 6.
Kyrie. So
Okay.
I just think Kyrie's offense is so insanely good that it kind of outweighs the fact that he doesn't. It doesn't outweigh it, but like it's hard for me to put Kyrie so low because I know that if he plays, he's easily a top 3 or 2 point guard. That's the
100%.
thing that makes it hard about Kyrie. So it's weird even having him at 6 when you know that there's been times where he's outplayed Steph before. Like Kyrie is really that guy. It's just the fact that he doesn't really play, which sucks because he's one of the best players, not even just point guards, one of the most fun to watch players in the league, and he just doesn't play. But yeah, that's really my thing because I think at this point everyone's had Kyrie on their list.
Yes.
It was like
Yes.
8, 7, and 6 pretty much. But like
Mhm.
the thing is he doesn't play. But like we all understand that if he was around and playing at least 60 games, 65 games, he is top 3. Don't play with that man. He's better than Dame when he's playing. He's better than Ja. He's better than Trae Young. You could argue he's better than Luka if he's really playing all year. Not Steph. Steph is, I don't know. But like, come on now. Kyrie's that guy. So we're at 5 now.
No, you forgot about me.
Oh wait, you
Oh, yeah.
exist. Forgot about you.
Imagine,
Go ahead.
imagine having bad memory.
Go ahead. Who you got?
No, I had Shea at
At
this spot.
6. Okay,
I
wow.
had Shea at 6. I was kind of thinking who to put, him or Holiday. Like I was
Mhm.
thinking about flipping them around, but what you're saying about Shea, he's just an elite guard. I mean, he was having that run at the end of the year with the 30 plus points per game scoring. I mean, that's 30 plus is a lot of points. That puts you in a high tier, and he's, I know he's on a bad team. Sorry, your team's bad, but they got good talent. They're gonna get better, and he's still going to be, doing what he does, just being a great scorer, being a great playmaker. He's not, and he's a big guard. That's what I like. He's
Yeah,
not
he's 6'6", I
he's not 6'1". He's a big guard, and I think that also helped because he uses his size to finish, and and he's not a terrible defender. So I think putting him above Holiday is okay with me because he has all those other attributes.
Ethan, did you go?
For 6,
Yeah, for 6.
I'd Trey. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so we're at the top 5. Everything you said about Shea is valid. Before we go to 5, I didn't want to overrate him though. I think that's why I had him so low, because I was like, I'm a Thunder fan. I can't be having.
Yeah, I don't think you'll rate him. I had him there just because. I mean, he could have been 2 spots lower for me, like in an instant. So I think it's all.
I think I naturally just had everyone that you've said lower, thus far. I had Garland higher than you, but I had Shea lower than you. I had Drew Holiday lower than you. I had Chris Paul higher than you, and I had Kyrie. Okay, so yeah, it's a little bit of a mixture of both.
Yeah.
But I see everything you say with Shea. Honestly, the thing is, if you're a top 11 guard in the NBA, you're elite. Like, once you get past like that 11, 12 range, then you're like a little lower tier, but anything above that, you're an elite guard,
Right.
Ethan, you start off with the number 5 for you.
Okay. For my number 5 spot, I got Dame. Bro was injured last season. He only played 29 games. Small sample size. Kind of small sample size. Bro averaged 24 points, 40% from the field, 32 from 3. And yeah, I think he'll come back strong, hopefully. Hopefully not pushing the grind too hard, trying to hide from it, But I think he'll pretty much come back stronger, or not stronger, but like still at an elite enough level to lead the Blazers to the playoffs, I guess.
Play in. I don't know about playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, they might not be in the lottery, but they ain't gonna be very good.
I had Dame as well.
Wow.
For same similar reasons, but they could make the play in. They could, but assuming that he's playing most of the games, he's the elite of the elite. In his best years, he's clutchest player of all time. Maybe.
No.
Oh, this guy. Oh, okay. I was just testing you.
What?
In his best years, though, he's been averaging 25 to 30, or 30 at most. But
yeah, he
from 2015 to now, or from 2015 to 2020, it's 25 to 30. Like, that's it.
Frank, you were about to ask a question. What was it?
Nah.
Were you gonna say who do you think is the clutchest player of all time?
Nah, I wasn't gonna say that.
That's the question, bro. That's the question.
No, yeah. Who do you think is the clutchest player of all time?
Numbers say LeBron, but it's not LeBron. It's probably Jordan. It's Mike.
Be like Mike.
Can't really mess with
that. No, but Damian Lillard, he ain't like a slouch on defense. He tries. He tries hard. You know what I'm saying?
He tries, but he's not very good at it.
But at least he tries.
Yeah, he gives hustle.
He looks big on the court. He's not like incredibly small.
Yeah, he's bigger. Like, has a body, but he's not like tall.
Yeah,
he has a good mentality. I really like him. What's your 5th?
I'll go with mine. I got Trae Young at 5.
All right.
Okay.
This is a guy who like averages around like 30 and 10 almost every year of his career. Like, at least for his 2 best years scoring wise, he's been able to score the basketball at an elite level, near 30 points for both. At the same time, he was able to be up there in assists. 9.3 when he averaged 29.6 points per game, and then he had 9.7 when he averaged 28.4 points per game. And honestly, I know we already said he's decently efficient. I think we could see him be even more efficient and possibly be in a 50, have a 50, 40, 90 season. Because he's not going to have the ball and take as many shots with DeJounte Murray next to him. And although his stats may look worse, he might end up being a better point guard because of it. We might get to see him play off ball. His defense, which, isn't good, it might not be nearly as much of an issue when you put a defensive guard next to him who can kind of deal with that sort of aspect of the game. And I just think we'll be able to see a more polished version of Trae Young, even if statistically he'll look like he's having a down season, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I
Ethan,
get that.
I think your 5 is next.
All right. My 4?
Your 5.
No, I already said my
What-
5.
Here's
who's your
I
the
said
five?
Dame.
He said
Oh,
Dame.
oh,
We
both of
both
you
said
guys
Dame.
had
We both said
Dame.
Dame.
Yeah, both of us said
Okay.
Dame.
So go ahead and go 4 then, Ethan.
All right. I got Ja. Bo was arguably top 3, or he was top 3 point guard last year.
Mhm.
But yeah, I pretty much have Ja because I think he can replicate what happened this season. Probably not at the level it was, but at least like 25 points per game, 6 assists or something. Like, I'm sure he's still gonna get his numbers. Like, it's Ja. Bro's explosive.
Who did you have, Frank?
I had Trae Young at 4,
Okay.
above Dame. And for a lot of reasons you said, but yeah, he's gonna have another, a guard next to him. He can play defense. He's gonna get less shots. We can agree on that. I think as long as they have to play. He has to play off ball more. Like, there's no way. Like,
Yeah, there's
they're
no
hearing- they're
way.
hear- yeah, there's no way. They're hearing all this buzz. He has to play off ball.
Right.
At least they better try it. Like,
Yeah.
as long as like they try hard and they succeed, more like succeed in a certain way, a lot at like what they're trying to do with him playing off ball, and so everything meshes together. I think, he'll, if he takes less shots, right, less volume, he's gonna have better percentages. I think he'll still have his assists. I think because they have a good team. His players are gonna make shots, not his players, but the team's gonna make
That Hawks
shots.
team is actually really good.
It's a good team.
The biggest loss I think they took was Gallinari. I mean, he was a bench player. You could really replace what he does.
Right.
Yeah, he's the only person I can think of that they lost who's notable because they still have John Collins. They never traded him, even though I thought they were going to.
They were looking to
They have
shop
Clint
him, but they didn't.
Yeah,
They didn't
they
trade him.
have Clint Capella, who's not an elite center, but when it comes to just being a not prototypical, but traditional center, rim protector, lob catcher, he's pretty good at it. He's one of the better traditional centers in the league. Yeah, that Hawks team is really good. I really like Trae Young. I think he's honestly, that top 5, 4 is like all of these point guards are elite point guards, but the top 5 and 4 are like guys who I'm like, okay, they're those guys,
Yeah.
I'm with Ethan though. I have Ja at 4, just because, Ja was so good last year, and it's like he showed up in the playoffs very well before he got hurt. Obviously, he showed up. Very fun to watch. Very good finisher. There were times where he was going, head to head with Steph Curry, and that's, it might not show up statistically. There's not like a stat that can pull up showing he's like super duper clutch. But when you watch John Morant, he stands out. He's that guy on his team. And the Grizzlies haven't lost anyone. So team success-wise, I expect them to be maybe not the 2 seed, because I think the West did get better. But I still think they're going to be a competitive team. But 27 points per game, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, if we're rounding up, obviously, for assists and rebounds. Very impressive numbers. He shot 34 from 3. He's not the greatest three-point shooter. That's not a strong suit of his game, but I can see him improve from there because it's definitely something. Like, it's not like he cannot shoot the ball. And then 49% from the field in general. So he's decently efficient. And then free throw-wise, 76%, a little similar to Jrue Holiday. But
yeah, he can get better. He's becoming a better shooter. He's
definitely.
You're really scaring me though.
Really?
Well, because y'all have 3 players left now, right? We're top 3.
Yeah.
Bro, you guys are gonna freak when you guys hear my top. When you guys hear my third, bro.
y'all gonna freak because I probably forgot about somebody. Because
Oh,
y'all are naming some players I already had that.
No, I'm
I'm-
probably-
Yeah, I don't know who
I
you could
have-
have had as your 3, Frank. Because I'm thinking, and I feel like you've said anyone that's in that tier. But go.
no, I'm
Actually,
trying-
you start
I-
off.
I'm li- oh, let me put my. I need to go turn my.
Bro,
light
my
on.
my
Hold on.
3 is gonna be.
I think- Yeah, I think we all have different 3s for sure.
Mhm.
Uh,
Our 1 and 2s are can be. Our 1s and 2s are gonna be interchangeable. Like,
Yeah.
I think we all know who they are.
we know who they are. We just don't know.
Yeah.
You know, what
Where they're
order
at.
you may have them.
Mhm.
But yeah, I wonder who Frank does have. Because I'm trying to think who's. I'm looking at my list, right?
Yeah.
Frank has said Drew Holiday. He said Shea. He said CP3. He said Garland. He said Kyrie. He said Trae Young. He said Dame.
He
So-
said Dame.
Is Ja your 3?
Jaws my 3.
Okay, I'm not mad at it.
Bro, you guys are gonna get that.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I know, but okay, never mind. But anyway, I got Jaw 3. I mean, you explained a lot, but he before that draft class, and I was like, they should take Ja. They shouldn't take Zion because
Mhm.
of injury purposes, and that's exactly what happened. And Ja was the best person out of that draft, 100%. And he's incredible. He's insanely athletic. He's like Westbrook but better
yeah,
because he can shoot the ball, and he started shooting. He can make his shots because people they'll leave him open because they don't want him to drive because he's like automatic.
Mhm.
I was watching this Warriors game. He was insane. I mean,
Yeah.
they couldn't stop him whatsoever at all.
crazy dude.
Like absolutely crazy.
In the playoffs, he was one of the best players in the whole playoffs. For the
100%,
Timberwolves series, he was
100%.
killing the Timberwolves. And then for the Warriors games where he did play, except for one that I can think of, he's killing them as well.
Killing him as well. 100%. So that's why I'm so high.
So that's your 3. Ethan, I want to hear yours because you said you
I got
Jamal
Shea
Murray.
Gilgeous.
You got Shea as 3.
Oh, all right. That's all right.
What?
Nah.
Why are you guys making me seem like the anti-Shea guy? And I'm the Thunder.
Hey, no, clear. That's too high. I agree
Okay.
with you.
Shea.
No,
at
but for
3
me,
is what?
I guess okay. So let me explain. I don't know why, but I can see a extreme breakout season. Like, just because.
Okay, here's the thing.
I
I
loved your
s-
reasoning right there.
Yeah, great reasoning. I could see it because I think this could be a year where the Thunder are actually good, and I could
Mhm.
see people actually like giving Shea his attention and his flowers. But 3 is crazy. I never put Shea. at
Yeah,
3.
I know.
But then again, we also
like-
gave you like 15 minutes to make the list. So, yeah.
he has like a super big frame for a point guard,
Mhm.
and bro will get his stats. He got like a good amount of triple doubles this year.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but he gets his stats. He only averages 5 rebounds. What?
He averages 5 rebounds, but he's a decent rebounder. We also
Yeah.
added, Josh Giddey, who's a pretty good rebounder as a
Mhm.
guard.
Yeah, but
Hey, so you believe what you're saying? Are you sure?
yes, yes.
It's okay. You can go
All right.
back on it. We
No,
can-
no. Put money.
No,
on
I'm
it.
not going back on it. I'm
Put money
sticking
on
with
it.
this. No, I'm going with this.
Put money on Shea being a top 3-point guard next year.
Put money on it. All right, $20. All right.
Yeah.
No, I'm not lying, dude. $20. I'm serious. You get
Put him
$20?
over Dame.
$20.
Over Dame. Oh,
Hey, say you
no.
agree.
Put a hand up and say you agree with.
$20.
Put a hand up and say
No.
you agree with.
This ain't.
Shea at
Stop
3.
laughing, dude. This ain't a joke.
This is serious.
This is serious. $20.
If Shea is a top 3-point guard, I'll also give you 20. So that's 40 for you.
That's 40 for you.
But then I'm gonna be down 40 if he's
No,
not.
just give us 10 each.
Alright,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch Shea in the first game of the season. He just he can't play. He just breaks his back and it's just over.
ACL tear.
Torn
Like,
ACL. Oh my god.
Tears both ACLs and his
Oh my
meniscus.
god.
Hey, Ethan, pay up, bro. You having a Shea? Oh. Okay, I'll give you guys my 3 then. My 3 is Dame.
Oh, all right.
I
Okay.
still think Dame is that guy, when he plays. If he's healthy, he's still one of the best point guards in the league. It's hard because the point guard conversation before last year was Dame and Steph. Like, it was comfortably Dame and Steph. And years prior to that, it was Dame and Steph. And I still think, although someone has surpassed Dame, I still think, he's still up there. Still that guy. One of the best 3-point shooters, I'd say, of all time. Like, deep 3-point shooters. Can finish. He's definitely a solid finisher. He's not a great defender or anything, but offensively, he's definitely one of the better guys. In the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know, he's. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. That's embarrassing. No, I agree with the points he said. He's great at his best for sure.
So we're at our top two. We all know who the top two are, right? Like,
No,
no, Frank, you got Devontae Graham top two?
no, I got LeBron at 2.
Is LeBron listed as a point guard?
Nah, I'm just messing.
Okay, I was like,
I'll go. Never mind. No, one of you guys go.
I got
alright,
Christian Braun at my 2. So
Yeah.
basically, this guy's a prospect out of Kansas. I'm kidding,
yeah.
but I got Curry.
You got Curry at 2?
Sick.
I got
Yeah, I got
Curry at
Curry.
2.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Ethan, what you say?
Curry.
I got Curry at 2 as well. Who's your 2?
Bro, ain't no way. Y'all messing with me, right?
No, I'm being
What?
so serious. Who's your 2?
Luca.
Luca's my 1.
Luka's my 1.
Nah,
Come on now, we can
y'all,
have this discussion
y'all
right now.
crazy.
It's close. It's not like Luca
It's not
blows
close.
Steph out of the
It's
water.
not close at
You
all.
think
The recency
What?
bias is insane.
Steph
I'm kidding.
blows out of the water.
Come
No,
on
he
now.
doesn't. He doesn't blow
He
it out of the
doesn't
water.
blow anyone
Explain,
out of the
explain, Ethan. Why
Bro,
you think Luka?
okay, think about it like this. If you put Steph on the Mavericks, they are not going to the conference finals. I'm sorry.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. Come on now. Let's be real. He's not going to the conference finals. I'll put it out. Luca's ability to just carry a team is insane. He does everything. Did you see how he killed the Suns?
No, you're right.
Come on
killed the
now.
Suns.
It's close.
I'm a big Luca fan. All right.
Luca's the best point guard in the league. It's like
It's
at
not
this
even.
point.
Yeah,
It's debatable.
it's
like,
debatable.
I got
Mm.
Luca.
Okay. No, you don't. You have.
I don't
Steph,
even think
man.
you got to argue for Steph though, because I was super close to putting Steph at my 1 because I was just like, this off-ball ability is insane. You know, like, come on now. Steph is also that guy. It's really close though.
Yeah, like I had Luca at 2, Curry at 1, and I put Curry at 1 just because he's just he seems more consistent. I mean, Luca, you're right. Luca does carry the team. I think he's gonna win MVPs in the future.
I honestly have him as my favorite to win MVP next year.
Next year. All right.
Yeah.
But the Warriors hide stuff on defense because Warriors have.
I mean, they
great,
already have a good defense without.
they have
him.
a great team defense to
Yeah.
where he played better defense. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But Luca ain't a great defender either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, Luca is not a defender whatsoever.
I think Steph's a better defender.
I can see that.
guess. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, would you rather have a mediocre defender or a slightly above mediocre defender? Like neither
It's
of them
like,
are great defenders.
Would you
No, yeah,
rather
you-
have a
yeah, you're
big
right.
traffic cone or a small chihuahua?
You're running with this traffic cone thing, huh? Like that's the third time you said it this episode.
Yeah.
Traffic cone. Yeah, no, it's close. It's close to me. I was like, because you remember how I said earlier, I have like up arrows and down arrows for
Mhm.
like where I can see them moving. I had an up arrow for Steph and a down arrow for Luca. It's literally interchangeable for me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I
I can see
understand what
both
you're saying.
sides.
Okay.
Okay. So
I can't though. Just so you know.
you can't see the
No, both
Can't-
sides. Sorry.
It just has to be Steph.
Has to be.
Okay,
Steph,
so
man.
Frank, you run us through your list 10 through 1. Ethan, you run through your list 10 through 1 after Frank, and then I'll go last.
Okay.
Alright.
I had Garland, Paul,
Mhm.
Irving, Holiday, Shea, Dame, Trey Young, Ja, and then Luca and Curry.
All right. Ethan, are you
All
pulling
right.
up your list or you got it?
I need to pull it up. Hold on.
Oh, because you have it on your phone. I'll go
Yeah,
before
it's on
you.
my phone. All right.
I had Drew Holiday, Shea, Chris Paul, Darius Garland, Kyrie Irving, Trey Young, John Morant, Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, and then Luca.
All right. I had Drew, Garland, CP0 rings, Kyrie, Dame, Trey. Wait. Oh no, wait, did I have Dame over No, did I have Trey over Dame? I think I had
Okay.
Trey over Dame.
Okay.
This is
Forgot.
conflicting.
Well, yeah, it's something conflicting. But yeah, and then Ja, Shea, Curry, Luca.
crazy. The Shea thing is still crazy.
No,
I
the
know.
Shea thing's crazy. John Moran
know.
is
Okay, so I'm gonna say a name. I want to know where you guys all had them, like what number. So, what number did you have Kyrie at?
7,
6.
I think. Right? Yeah. I
8.
think that's
Okay. What number did you have Chris Paul at?
9.
8.
8. I think.
Okay. I think me and you had Chris Paul at the same
Yeah.
time, Ethan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What number did you guys have Trae Young at?
6.
I had him at 4.
5.
Okay.
And then what number did you guys have Darius Garland at?
I had him at
9.
10.
7.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we're in the same area.
Yeah, no, it's definitely gonna be the same. It's definitely gonna be the same, man.
The only person who had a drastic difference was Shea, because I had him 9. You had him what 6, Frank? Then Ethan
I had
him-
Shea 6.
Yeah, so it was like we're looking at you, Ethan. Don't look around. We're looking at
Hey
you.
man, that's like a first take hot take right there.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna
It's
have
like-
to call Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Can't
wild.
play the game of basketball. He doesn't have a single post move he can do in rep. Like, oh, okay, yeah. We haven't talked about football in a bit. Ethan, what are your thoughts on the Baker Mayfield trade?
Oh, he got traded. I forgot he got traded.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
You
It's
forgot. Even I knew.
Yeah. So, well, Robbie Anderson's gonna like
retired.
retire.
He's not playing.
So I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it because that quarterback room is very conflicting.
Yeah, they drafted
Because if
Sam
I'm not
Howell.
wrong, they drafted someone. Yeah,
They drafted Sam Howell, which made it seem like okay, they're gonna have Donald and then Howell if things don't.
Howell for the future. Yeah.
But then they kept
But
Howell,
they
and now
traded
he's like
for
the third
Baker.
string, and it's been publicized that the QB competition is Donald versus Baker. It's not
Mhm.
Donald Baker Howell. It is
Howell
Donald
versus
Baker.
Donald Baker.
I mean, I think it's cool that the Browns and the Panthers play each other week 1. It's crazy how that
Mhm.
works out. Yeah,
I
but
was-
I
I
don't
think
think
it-
it's like a big move at all. It's just the only thing that's really happened in football lately. It's been really quiet.
Deshaun. That's another thing.
Oh yeah, well,
We've been knowing that,
yeah.
but I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it because they only gave up a 5th, I think, right?
Yeah, it was I thought they were
Yeah.
gonna do a way more, a 5th.
Yeah, but I just don't understand why they would hold a quarterback competition.
I mean, yeah, it's not like they're trying to be competitive. It's like
Yeah,
you guys just have 2 guys, and
They're
they're probably
kinda-
gonna end up drafting someone next year. Yeah, Panthers are a mess right now.
unless if they somehow have one of the Browns' future picks.
It was just a 5th. It was just
No,
a
but
5th.
like maybe in a previous trade. You know
Oh,
how
they
in
got-
trades,
Mhm.
like yeah, if they do manage to have that, then it makes sense because the Browns would pretty much they're done. They don't have a
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Because let's just assume Mike or not. I was gonna say Miles Bridges. My God, Deshaun
Miles
Watson
Bridges.
isn't gonna play this year.
Bro, confused felons.
But let's be real, Deshaun Watson isn't playing this year.
Yeah, he better not. I mean, Calvin
Yeah.
Ridley got suspended a whole year for gambling. If Deshaun Watson
gambling.
plays a single game this year, that's a crime against humanity.
Yeah,
When you want to do that fantasy?
What fantasy?
oh, we're gonna do it like
What
In
Fantasy
fantasy?
August.
football?
Yeah.
we
Oh,
normally
yeah,
do
it's
it in
like
August.
mid-July. Yeah, you usually do it in August when preseason starts. But
Yeah.
yeah. Let's do fantasy soon. I gotta start prepping.
Prepping. What do you prep?
Yeah.
You gotta do research.
What
You
research?
don't
Schedules.
draft for fantasy or research for fantasy?
No one told me to. Y'all were
Bro,
like,
you
just
just
Well, I
draft
mean,
the
last
best
year was your
available?
favorite, huh?
Yeah.
Or last year was your first time, huh?
It was
Frank?
his
first
first
time
time.
that was draft was
Yeah.
yeah fantasy
You're
last.
supposed to what's it called?
Keep
You're not
in
supposed to,
mind,
but I
like-
prep a little.
Prep
Yeah,
over.
keep in mind, like do it like a my league, I guess. Like
Yeah.
think of injuries, think of who will perform, think of their schedule. Like
right.
And then you gotta watch the bye weeks. That's the thing that
Bye
always
weeks.
gets
Yeah.
me. The bye weeks.
Bye
we get.
weeks, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I ended up releasing so many players last
injuries
Yeah.
always hit me, bruh. Like they hit me
Yeah,
every year.
But that's because you've drafted McCaffrey like 2 years in a row.
year. Like, every
No,
season.
that's
it's like
that's on
different
you.
People. Like a bunch of different people too, though. Like it's not my fault.
Yeah.
Bro, who had Jonathan Taylor that last year?
Oh, I did. I
Bro,
had
that was crazy. I was looking at that crap. And I was like,
No, because
I'm like,
when
why
I
does he have
released
50 points?
my
Yeah.
my biggest mistake was releasing Jamar Chase, bruh.
Oh,
use
that's
Jamar
sickening.
Chase.
That's sickening.
I released
Oh my
Jamar.
God.
No, because I drafted him in the preseason.
Uh-huh.
No, I drafted him at first, and I was like,
Uh,
"Hey, this guy's gonna blow up."
Yeah.
I didn't stick with my word.
Bro said, "Hey, I don't know if he's gonna blow up." And then he dipped.
Nah, because the drops was an issue.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it was at the time, and then he just figured
Yeah,
it
it
out.
was an issue, and he just figured it out. Like, oh my god.
Oh my God. Worst
I ended up
fantasy.
getting. I had someone else though. I think I had.
The worst fantasy move we all know. You and me at least know. I don't
Oh,
know if
yeah.
Frank was in this league. Bro, when I traded for Josh Allen by trading Michael Thomas and who was
This
it?
was
I traded for
29.
Kyler Murray by trading Michael Thomas and Le'Veon Bell. No, I traded Drew Brees and
I
Le'Veon
traded Drew
Bell
Brees. Yeah,
for either Kyler Murray or Josh Allen. I don't know
I think
why
this is
you did that.
2020.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is 2020. To give context, pretty much Michael Thomas is injured this week,
yeah.
and
And
pretty much Khalil says that he's healthy.
no, I didn't say he was healthy. I said Michael
Oh, you
Thomas
didn't
is
say-
coming back soon.
Oh,
I didn't specify when. I said soon.
Mhm.
That could be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Ely was like, "Yeah, I need that." And then he,
yeah.
no, the crazy part about it was Le'Veon Bell had just went to the
Le'Veon-
Chiefs. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, he going to the Chiefs. Chiefs are good."
He's gonna get
Take him.
targets.
No,
Yeah.
bro, he cut Le'Veon Bell. So essentially, he traded. I'm gonna start calling.
Hey, does the pod know Yuli?
No. I mean,
he's never been
we've
on
talked
it,
about him
but
before.
we talk about him a good
They know
amount.
Yuli is one of our friends, but they don't know. Like,
Yeah.
they don't know Yuli.
We should bring him on.
No,
No.
he's not coming on the podcast. No, when we go to the well, we plan on going to a Padre game. I guess we could bring that up on here. We could vlog it. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we
Why are
could.
you looking like that? You acting like you're not okay with that.
Who?
You're like, I don't know if I want
No,
to do
no,
that.
I'm just thinking about the equipment. You know,
Oh, you just need a phone, really.
No,
In
no,
this day
no,
and
you
age,
more
you
than
need
that.
a phone and AirPods, and you're straight.
phone AirPods. Oh, okay.
Bro,
Yeah, we ain't gonna
when I
bring no-
walk through security.
I'm
My
not
leg's
gonna
gonna
come.
activate it.
Yeah. What's it called? Nah, we was talking about the fantasy thing. Yeah, he cut Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
So he traded Josh
Josh
Allen
Allen for
or Kyler Murray.
Drew
I don't know
Brees.
which one it was. Yeah,
it was Josh Allen for Drew Brees.
just straight up.
Yeah.
Got fleeced. But yeah, hopefully we can get more people in our fantasy league. Because
we have no
we're
other
sitting at,
friends,
like-
man.
Yeah, we're loners. If
Yeah.
you're sub to the pod, hit me up on Instagram and we'll add you to the fantasy group.
Or hit me up.
Yeah,
It's Phone Savath with 2 H's.
yeah.
Don't hit me
You're
up.
better off
Khalil.
just hitting him.
Or hit
Yeah.
Frank the Crank 25.
Don't hit me up.
He specifically wants to be hit up the
Oh,
most.
okay. Yeah, no. Y'all can
Blow
hit
up
me up.
blow up his socials. Yeah, I think here's a good spot to end, honestly.
Mhm.
Unless you guys have anything else you guys want to bring up.
Jamal Murray is a top 5 point guard next year. I'm kidding.
Jamal. What do you think of Jamal, Ethan? What's gonna happen?
I don't know. It's hard to say because, ACL injury, recovery. From what it sounds like, though, sounds like he's fine, recovering well. Hopefully he comes back averaging like 20 something straight.
With
Yeah.
him, it's weird though, because it's like 1 week they're like, yeah, he's gonna be close to coming back. Then he's like, I don't
He
even feel
doesn't-
like I'm
Yeah.
50% yet. Like,
Yeah.
which one is it?
It's just the media talking because
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Yeah, they got to write about something to make money.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
So next week or next episode, which will be Wednesday, will be shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards. Pretty self-explanatory from here on out. Frank, I think you're gonna be on all of those episodes at least
I'll be on for all of those.
before you leave to Hawaii. So yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I should be
Khalil.
for all of them.
We never did the football ones. We did the quarterback rankings, I think. And
Yeah.
then we
football's
stopped right
like
after that.
it's whatever. Like
Yeah.
at this point,
We'll
we'll
do that-
talk about
we'll do that
football
closer to the
when
season.
football season starts.
Yeah, we'll just do it closer to the season during the preseason
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. No, I'm actually really excited for the Chargers Raiders game, man.
Oh yeah.
I hope it's so entertaining. Like
they
It'll be
typically are.
entertaining. It'll be
least-
entertaining.
Yeah,
Trust.
they typically are.
They're two
Um,
explosive offenses. Come on.
You guys are Super Bowl favorite. I guess we could say that.
I said this last year. I'm going with the Bills.
I think it's the Bills too.
Frank is befuddled.
I got
Bro's
the
minded
Jets.
is
Nah.
destroyed.
I got the Jets. Hey, and I was playing Madden. I had the Jets. 4 for Super Bowl
You
for Super
forgot
Bowl.
what
Yeah, I was thinking about the World Series. I was thinking about
the NBA
Hey,
Finals.
I don't watch football. No, I will this. I will this season for sure. The World's what's it called?
Super Bowl.
Oh, my bowl.
The Super Bowl. No, the Jets. They won 4 in a row with
In Madden though.
in Madden with Frank Romeo as their point
Madden's
guard.
the same game where Sam Darnold will win MVP in the first season of your sim, bro. Madden's the same game where if you throw 3 20-yard passes, Patrick Mahomes can throw 120 yards all of a sudden. Like we're not gonna. Madden is not the game to source. But yeah, shooting guard list will be on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, so we'll be back then. Frank will be back. Ethan will be back. I'll be back. Hopefully nothing happens that stops us from recording because that's how these things play out. We always end up not recording. But yeah, that concludes episode 16 of the podcast. We'll be back on Wednesday.